I will read all the resolutions that are made by organs of ODM except one. Except one. Wanachama ODM wakipitisha waseme Sifuna ni shenzi kabisa, nitasoma. Wakisema huyu Sifuna ni bure kabisa, nitasoma. Lakini siku ile watapitisha ati chama cha ODM kitaunga Kasongo mkono mwaka wa 2027. Hiyo nataka niseme mbele yenu na mbele ya Mwenyezi Mungu, hiyo sisomi.
Ladies and gentlemen, the clip that we have begun with is a clip of the ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna speaking on the matters of how he is going to deal with what the party, the ODM party is going to decide. As we all know, today, the ODM party convened a delegates meeting in Bondo, SIAYA County. The said meeting was a meeting to coronate and appoint OBURU Odinga as the ODM party leader. Remember, currently, OBURU Odinga holds the position as the interim party leader. He was appointed to that position on Thursday last week on the 16th of October after Raila Amolo Odinga died. Now, they are currently convening these meetings to decide on the way forward on how ODM is going to work with the government. If you are keen in observing the political happenings of the Republic of Kenya, you will realize that most of the members that attended that meeting are the sympathizers of the broad-based government, the people that are ready to bed everything that Raila Amolo Odinga stood for to actually support the William Ruto's regime. The reason being because of what they are getting with inside William Ruto's government. But now there are defecting voices within ODM. Those voices are led by Edwin Sifuna. Sifuna today held, instead of attending that meeting that was convened in Bondo, he went ahead to attend, he went ahead to meet the families of the people that died at Kasarani Stadium during the body viewing of Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, the reason Sifuna did this and how Sifuna outplayed everything that the ODM party did today is by actually displaying the characteristics that Raila Amolo Odinga had. Raila Amolo Odinga, if there is one thing that he fought for, is the rights of the people of the Republic of Kenya. And once a tragedy hit his people, more so his supporters, Raila Amolo Odinga was so outgoing in going to condole with the family and meet those that are affected. And that is what Edwin Sifuna did. And that actually painted the picture of who Sifuna was. Instead of the ODM party actually going ahead to condole with the families of the people that lost their loved ones because their loved ones went there to pay their last respect to Raila Amolo Odinga, the ODM party leadership went ahead today to sit down and actually decide on going ahead on how they're going ahead to work with the government of William Ruto. And if you are keen, most of the speeches that were given today in Bondo, they were all given in the Luo language. That was a strategy that was deployed to make sure that most of the Kenyans who are not Luos do not understand what was being said and what these leaders were actually relaying to the people to the people of the Luo Nyanza. Because one thing for sure, Raila Amolo Odinga loved Edwin Sifuna, and that is why even after his own brother OBURU Odinga staged a coup to impeach Sifuna in September, where he planned to actually table the motion of removing Sifuna or voting Sifuna out as the Secretary General during the ODM National Delegates Convention, which was to be held in Mombasa. Raila Amolo Odinga, learning this, he went ahead to call off the NDC until further notice to ensure that he puts his house in order before the said NDC was to happen. because he realized the conversation that was to take the center stage in that NDC was the removal of Sifuna as the party secretary general. And that is why Sifuna, speaking in the clip that we have begun the video with, tells us that he is going to accept everything that the ODM is going to actually stand for. But one thing he is not going to accept is what ODM did today. Because the meeting that was convened in SIAYA, in Bondo, the purpose of that meeting was to actually seal the merger deal between UDA and the ODM party, where the installation of OBURU Odinga as the party leader and becoming the sole party leader whose decision is the final decision in the party was actually the reason they convened the meeting. To actually tell the supporters and the members of ODM party, now we have a leader, and whatever this leader says as the party leader is the final deal. If he says we are going to join William Ruto and merge ODM with UDA and actually field William Ruto as our candidate as ODM in 2027, that is what we are going to do. And that is who we are going to vote in. Are we together? But Sifuna says if they can do everything, but one thing that he can't support from his own party, even if they abuse him, he is ready to take abuses, he is ready to take disrespect, but one thing he is not going to take is to actually accept the merger of ODM and UDA. Are we together? And that is what Raila Amolo Odinga actually wanted. He wanted a party that stands on its grounds and a party that stands on its principles. Because so many times, ODM has been approached. ODM has come together with other parties. They have formed coalitions, but no time has ODM accepted to merge itself with another party or to be absorbed by another party, which is what William Ruto wants. Remember, William Ruto started with merging ANC. He is now in the process of merging UDA with KANU after he struck a deal with Gideon Moi. After KANU, he is also planning to merge what? To merge the ODM party. After the ODM party, he is also planning to actually sweeten the deal for for Moses Wetangula to accept merging his party Ford Kenya with UDA. So William Ruto plans to kill other parties that are actually in existence. And that is why actually seeing what Raila Amolo Odinga fought for, multipartyism, William Ruto is against that role. And that is why this man went ahead even to close the office of the Registrar of Political Parties for 1 year to bar people and leaders from registering new political parties. Because of what? Because he does not want parties to come into the picture, parties that are going actually to destroy his chances of becoming re-elected, of being re-elected in the year 2027. And Sifuna is actually going to exit ODM now. If ODM is going to merge with UDA, if they're going to take those steps, he is going to exit. But even before he exits, a plan had already been put in place. After Raila's death and after Raila's burial, a meeting was held in SIAYA at the home of one Jared Okello, where Jared Okello held this meeting with Gladys Wanga and some few other individuals from ODM party, including the son to OBURU Odinga, who is the party leader, where they agreed that Sifuna is to be kicked out with other members of parliament, akina Caleb Amisi, akina Babu Owino, and senators who are also not supporting ODM decision of joining with William Ruto, governors also who are not backing up the broad-based government. They're going to be kicked out. And once they're kicked out, Jared Okello is going to take up the place of Sifuna. And if he takes up the place of Sifuna, he will be singing the song of William Ruto. Ladies and gentlemen, and allow me to tell my fellow members in ODM party, because I'm a member of ODM party. ODM party is going to be killed by these people. Akina Gladys Wanga Oburu Odinga, Akina John Badi, Opio and I, the reason they are going to kill ODM is because they have put their own selfish interest in front of the party's interest. ODM party, in Raila Amolo Odinga's decision of coalitions and political decisions, ODM always came first. ODM has to emerge the winner at the end of the day. But for them, their pockets comes first. The goodies they get from State House comes first. And if that comes first, then the party is useless. Because at the end of the day, even if the ODM party members vote for William Ruto in 2022, in 2027, from the year 2027 to year 2032, ODM will be dead completely, because William Ruto will actually destroy the economy completely. It will ruin the country completely, and ODM will be blamed for actually supporting the re-election of William Ruto. Ladies and gentlemen, and fellow members of ODM, it's high time we think on our way forward as a party. Not as what members, or not as by what the leaders of the party wants us to do. And that is why the only person we can listen to from now going forward is none other than Edwin Sifuna. What is your take in regards to Sifuna's sentiments? Leave a comment to the comment section. See you in our next video. This is the Kenyan Daily Report.